All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 5 of factoring. Okay, our objective today, I can factor a polynomial. Sorry, not a polynomial, trinomial, which is a polynomial, but really we're focusing on a trinomial. Okay, so today we're gonna just kind of quick recap, and by the way, this might be long. We've got a lot to do. Quick recap. Okay, warm up from what we were doing in class. So remember, x squared plus 11x plus 18. Okay, so for this, pretty basic, we were looking for factors of 18 that add up to 11. And you can go through the factors of 18. We did this one in class, though. Most people saw that this was x plus 2 times x plus 9. Okay, so pretty basic when we do that. We just want factors of c, that 18, that add up to 11. Well, what if it gets harder? So what if a is not equal to 1? So, for example, 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. Okay, so notice we've got that 2 out there that's making this problem look different from the other ones. Okay, so this time, instead of just getting a factor of c, we want factors of a times c. Okay, so factors of a c, like multiplication, a times c. Okay, well, a is 2, c is 3, so that's 6. Okay, so what are the factors of 6? 1 and 6, 2 and 3. That's it. Okay, factors of AC that add to B. Okay, well, the only ones that add up to B are 1 and 6. So what we are going to do is group and rewrite. Okay? Rewrite and group. Okay, so I'm going to break this apart into that 1 and 6. Okay, so rewriting, I've got 2x squared, but instead of 7x, I'm going to break this apart into 1x and 6x plus 3. So all I did was take those factors and say, hey, 1x and 6x, that's the same as 7x. Okay, so that's the rewriting part. Okay, next we're going to group these. Okay, so we're going to look at these two terms together and these two terms together. So looking at these first set of terms, 2x squared plus 1x, is there anything that those two things have in common? Yes, the x. So we're going to take out the x, and what is left? You should see that there's 2x there. If we take out the x of the second part, we've got a 1. Okay, looking at the second part, is there anything that these two terms have in common? 6x and 3. Yeah, they have a 3 in common. So that leaves us with 2x plus 1. That is good. You want to end up with the same thing here and the same thing here. Okay. So then, we take that, and that's one of the terms, okay? So this thing that we underlined is one term. 2x plus 1. And the other term is what we get from right here. Times x plus 3. Whew. Okay, A lot of work, but great news, you can check, okay? You can check this. Two x and 1, x and 3. You can always check, you don't have to. Okay, so we get 2x squared, 1x, 6x, and 3. Okay, so if we add all of this up, we've got 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. Hey, that's what we started with. It checks. Okay, so we're going to go through this again, go through this process on another example. Take some time, process this, be ready. We're moving on. Okay, so next problem, I am going to look at example 2. Oops, didn't want green. Okay, is 3x squared plus 15x. Whoops, undo. Not 15. 14x. Sorry about that. 14x minus 5. Okay, so remember with this method, so this time instead of just c, because we've got a number other than 1 right here, okay, we are going to take ac. So a times c. Okay, a times c is negative 15. So we have to look for factors of negative 15. Okay, things that multiply to give us negative 15. Well, remember, we went through this yesterday, like negative 1, 15, 15, negative 1, negative 3, 5, 3, negative 5. That's ridiculous. That should have not been there. 1, comma, negative 15. Okay, so looking for those factors that then multiply or add up to give us this positive 14 here. Do any of these things add up to 14? Yeah, right here. So after you find those factors, I'm going to rewrite and group. So rewriting, 14 splits into negative 1x and 15x. And then I'm going to just rewrite everything else. 3x squared minus 5. Okay, then it's a matter of grouping. So this is where we look at this part and look at this part. Okay, this first set, 3x squared minus 1x. Is there anything they have in common? Yes, an x. So if you take x out, what remains? 3x minus 1. Okay, so no matter what, over here in our parentheses, we want 3x minus 1. So looking at what would have to remain, what would we have to take out in order to have this? 5. Hopefully you see that. So our final answer, we're taking one factor, that's just 1, 3x minus 1, and the other factor comes from right here, x plus 5. Okay, so this is a lot of work. It takes a little bit of time, and it takes practice. So if nothing else, I want to see you get this step, okay? So figure out the AC and rewrite, okay? So the rewriting, I think everyone can do, okay? So for sure I want to see those. If you can go farther, great. But I for sure want to see the rewriting for these examples for you to try. An example, try. Okay, just 2 of them. 2x squared minus 13x plus 6. 2. 6x squared minus 5x minus 6, okay? So if nothing else, figure out AC and then figure out the factors that add up to B and rewrite. If you can go farther, awesome, okay? If you are totally stuck, look back through the notes and figure out where your questions are. Okay, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.